Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
I was nervous about coming back today
Why?
because yesterday's ticket hog break.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked in the door yesterday, my wife was like, "Oh my God, ticket hog today!" I had an unusual amount of people send me text messages about what happened on the show.
If you don't know what ticket hog is, it's that we found Tanya. Tanya is just one of us. She's an ordinary person who just loves Fridays Live.
One of us.
She really wants to see Pitbull. We gave her 8 tickets to Fridays Live and said, you can have them all. They are all yours. That's our allocation. Or you can give them to the people of WA when they call up and try and convince you to give them away. And yesterday's person called and, wow, really tore on the heartstrings.
Just wow.
And ticket hog Tanya, she thought this situation's awful. Of course I'm going to give you 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And then we found out it was all a filthy lie.
It was such a... Oh, my God, it was a lie.
And it did feel awkward. And I say good luck to anyone who's going to try and get tickets today because I think now ticket hog Tanya trusts no one.
I wouldn't be surprised if she shuts up shop.
I don't know what strategy you're going to have to try.
Yeah.
But today, I think you've got a different Tanya to deal with.
I'll tell you what, look, if you're going to have a run at it after 7:30 this morning where you get to call in and try and convince ticket hog Tanya to give you a double pass, you'll want to be listening at 6:20 because we're going to play you what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
All right? And that'll give you the full story. You'll be able to hear the phone call. You'll hear how awkward it was, all that stuff. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll help you better after 7:30.
I discussed it with my partner when I got home too.
You did,
and
yeah?
I'll tell you soon what he thinks.
Okay, great. I'm looking forward to hearing what James had to say.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Jelly Roll, Liar, 6:52. Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. It's a good song, that one, isn't it?
I thought it was a spoof.
What do you mean?
I thought it was like an Adam Sandberg type. The Jelly Roll.
What's Adam Sandberg?
From Never Stop.
That's Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg, I mean.
You've put Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg together.
But you know what I mean?
Mate,
you know the film I made?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Donkey Roll, I think is what it is.
It's Jelly Roll. Yeah, no. He's a ripper. He's an absolute ripper.
Carry on.
Pete and Kim with Ben Cousins. This is me here, isn't it?
What are we doing?
So I was meant to prepare something for this.
Yes. This was the section where they said, Pete's going to do a thing. You don't need to know anything about it. I said, okay. So what is it?
I forgot. You know what? I've always had something up my sleeve just in case something like this happened where I was meant to prepare something, but I haven't prepared anything. Hang on.
We're live right now.
Where's that
just put a song on. This is humiliating.
No, break.
We're meant to be professionals.
Break glass in case of emergency. Got it. Okay. I've always had something ready for a moment like this.
Oh, God.
Have a listen to this.
On Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. What do you want to talk about?
So
wow.
131060, if you're listening to this show right now and there's something that you'd like to talk about, give us a call.
No.
And the floor is yours. And I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is you want to talk about. It could be the most boring, mundane, but important to you thing in the entire world.
This.
Whatever you'd like to talk about.
I know I'm meant to support you, and I do support you.
Do you?
I do.
Doesn't feel
I love
that way.
you. No, I love you dearly, and I support you.
Thanks, I appreciate you.
Professionally, personally, of course. But right now, this is not your finest moment.
Really?
131060, is anyone calling?
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having a go.
131060, someone call and
it doesn't matter.
Tell us what you want to talk about.
Whatever.
And you know what? For the people who hate FM radio, who hate commercial radio and go, all they ever do is laugh at their own jokes and just talk about, this is your chance to tell us what you want us to talk about.
Jeez,
because you've always had heaps of better ideas than us, so bring it. We're ready.
We have someone who has called in.
Great.
Look at this. There's another and there's another person calling in. Hello, Dennis.
Hi, guys.
What up, Dennis?
What do you want to talk about, Dennis?
I want to thank you for the tickets to Japan. I won your competition.
Tickets to Japan?
Which competition?
What competition?
the tickets to Tokyo.
When did you win these, Dennis?
I mean, this is going to be brilliant if it's
This
not us.
week.
This week? Oh, you mean with Carrie and Tommy?
Oh, no. Online, we've been giving away flights to Tokyo. And you won them, Dennis.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're thrilled for you. I'm sorry I didn't know what was going on. But congratulations.
Thank you very much.
God, I'd love
mate,
to go to
enjoy.
Japan.
I went to Japan a few years ago. Stunning place. Absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. This is the thing. Like our show, we do a lot of prizes that are on the air, but we also do a lot of prizes on the
Online.
web, right? Online. So
Do
Dennis got Tokyo.
Do you think I would still have a good time in Japan if I didn't go snowboarding?
Yes, absolutely. I didn't go snowboarding when I went.
You didn't?
No, I just went around and ate. The food there's incredible.
Yeah, great,
It's
okay.
great. Bianca's called in. Hello, Bianca.
What do you want to talk
Good
about?
morning.
Hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Well, I would like to just ask the listeners, can we normalize not loving your work colleague?
Not
And
Not
just
loving, sorry, Bianca, not loving what?
your work colleague.
Oh, your work colleagues.
okay.
Was it because I said I love Pete that you thought, oh, that's making me realise I don't want to love my work colleagues?
No, not today. I normally love you guys' loving and hating relationship, but no, that's not what it's supposed to be.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Are there any colleagues you want to give a shout out to, Bianca? Anyone you want to tell to get stuffed?
No, I'd rather not do that on the air. I have to walk into the office right now.
All right, we'll have a chat.
Okay.
We'll have a chat off the air, Bianca.
All right.
No
If
worries.
you work with a Bianca today, everyone, I'd keep your distance.
Yeah, today's not the day.
She doesn't want you to go over and chat at her desk today. Just quietly.
So we've had a lot of people call Brooke, producer Brooke.
No, we're never letting this happen again.
There's been heaps of people call. There's
This
another
is-
one there if you want to have a quick chat.
Would we say that this is a success? I'd say this
I think
is
it's a
success.
huge success.
Who have we got there?
Elliot.
Hello, Elliot.
Hello, Elliot.
Hi,
How are you, Elliot?
I'm good, thanks.
What did you want to talk about?
Cyclists on the road.
Okay.
They have to be registered.
Okay, how old are you, Elliot?
I'm almost 10.
And so what's making you be so what's the word I'm looking for here? I mean, it's quite strong feelings you have for cyclists.
Yeah.
Why do you need them to be registered?
Because
Yep.
if they cause accidents,
Mm-hmm.
they can be reported.
Yep. No. Oh, what? No.
Right,
So if they
right.
cause accidents, they
Yeah.
can be reported because they're registered. Very passionate. One of the most passionate calls we've ever had. Thank you, Elliot. Thanks for calling today.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. I didn't expect that.
And also, Elliot
Elliot's
has
fine.
a great future ahead of her to like politics, because it turns out all you have to do is make a very bold statement and have nothing to back it up, and that's plenty. Dream big.
Did you enjoy this?
Dream big.
I enjoyed this. I didn't think it would go this well.
Never coming back again.
There's so many people calling.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
On Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins, it's yay or nay.
Good morning, producer Rami.
Happy Thursday, guys. All right, round of yay and nay. You got 3 seconds on each of these topics. Are we ready?
Sure.
First one, eating in the shower.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Yay.
What?
You
Come
do
on.
you, boo.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, okay.
It's not
so
the first time.
you're for it, but wait, you've done it?
Yeah. Every now and then.
Wait, what do you eat in the
I'm not-
shower?
Look, a friend of mine ate cheese sandwiches in the shower.
Oh,
But I'm not quite at her level. But I would, like, you know, have you ever just taken like a handful of M&Ms to the shower with you? Or...
no.
No?
Oh, Pete.
The chicken drumstick.
Pete's wife probably has him eating in the shower full time. Like, it's just easier if you eat in here and we'll hose you down.
To be honest, not bad. The way he eats. Oh, God, I can't top that. Well, look, I thought this was strange, but you guys aren't going to find it strange. So Jessica Biel, Hollywood actress, married to Justin Timberlake, she revealed on her TikTok recently that she loves to eat in the shower, and it resonated with a lot of her followers.
Guys, thanks for all these questions about shower eating. I'm just so thrilled everyone's so interested. I really want to, start a movement, a shower eating movement. I think for people who are multitasking, it's just going to be such a huge relief in so many ways. Here's my rules with shower eating. A ledge is really helpful, something that you can stick your cup, your yogurt container, your coffee, your espresso, whatever it is you're enjoying.
Can you imagine your type of yogurt just with shower water running into it?
Yeah, that's weird. She's doing the wrong foods.
That's weird.
Too much. Too much.
There's a line, you know.
It is strange.
All right, second one. Coldplay.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Meh.
Oh,
I'm on the fence. I'm not a nay, but I'm not a yay either.
That's a bit like me as well, Kimber.
I'm a bit like I missed the movement.
Some people, yeah.
Even the other night, we were out to dinner, yourself and me, and we were with a heap of people, and Coldplay came up in conversation. And there were a lot of people
to the table.
No, just randomly here in Perth before they announced they were going to go and have restaurant dinners at the rest of the country. Just about everybody who'd seen them at the table were like,
oh, everyone was saying that Coldplay gig in WA was the best gig they've ever seen.
Do they have to say that because the government's about $2 million?
No, and then they started talking about friends of ours who were crying at the gig. Like, that's how much they felt it.
They were amazing. I've seen Coldplay in concert twice, and the first time I was emotional. Like, there's something about the way they put a show together.
Well, then
it's
you
incredible.
might be heartbroken to find out this morning that their leading man, Chris Martin, and Dakota Johnson, the actress, have split after 8 years.
Oh.
No. Maybe some people will be like, now they have an opportunity.
I couldn't care less.
There you go. After 8 years.
Right. I didn't even, I didn't even know they were together.
So you know who Dakota Johnson is, right?
I know who Dakota
50
Johnson
Shades
is.
of Grey.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they just split. They were engaged. They're split up now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
I can't believe he hasn't reached out to tell you, Pete.
Yeah, I know.
Moving right on.
Okay, right.
And final one for this morning, eating tuna in the office.
3, 2, 1.
Nay. Was it Pete?
Was it me?
To be honest, all of Pete's food smells a lot, even if it's not tuna. Like, even if he goes, I've made this little pasta dish, he'll come in here and he'll start eating it.
Yeah. It's very fragrant.
Oh, it's intense.
His dishes.
It's intense.
But
There's no air in here. There's
I'll be
no
honest,
windows.
It has nothing to do with Pete.
Who
it's
is it?
me. I've started this new thing this week where I have tuna for lunch with brown
You
rice.
can't eat tuna. Have you seen your booty? Mate,
Wait,
all
what will it do?
all the dancers at Whopper, when I was at Whopper, all the dancers ate so much tuna and it gave them great booty.
So I'll get a bigger booty.
It's the
Yeah,
protein.
it's protein.
It's the big
Let's go fishing.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Pete and Kimber's Throwback Thursday.
Do you remember?
Throwing back a whole week. But it did go really quickly.
Super quick.
Because this time last week, we got Lisa and Josh married on our show.
Yeah.
A live on-air wedding, totally legal and legit. They are husband and wife.
Now, look at them. So they're just outside with our producers at the moment. Lisa's sitting on Josh's lap.
We've got other chairs, guys.
Yeah.
Nah, they're in love.
They're in love. They've been married a week. We're going to catch up with them, get them in here to see how things are going inside the next 10 minutes. But thought we'll take you back a week. Now, remember, this is the wedding where all of the elements you voted on. So everything you're going to hear in this when we're reliving last Thursday and that morning, everything you put together, you voted on. So take a listen to this.
Well, I'm Josh. I'm 34 years old, pretty easygoing guy, and yeah, everyone knows me as Josh the jet ski mechanic.
I'm Lisa. I'm 41. I'm a cleaner. I joined the Air Force when I was 17, very, very young.
We have 6 kids together. We've been together now for 2.5 years. We've been engaged since February 15th, 2025.
It's a beautiful night. My ideal wedding day would be Josh showing up because I've had a hard past with relationships and got so close to a wedding once before. I think I want to marry you.
How's it been since everything's gone live to air that you're the couple that's getting married on this show? Have you had people reach out? Are they excited for you? What's the deal?
Oh, yeah, everyone's been all over it, man.
Every day is going to be a journey for you because I guess we'll chat tomorrow and find out what people have locked in. Whatever the people of WA say is what you guys get. It is time to reveal to you, Lisa, where you will be getting married. Barrett Lane with 53% of the vote.
It's going to be amazing. It looks so beautiful down there.
Let's just put you out of your misery and tell you.
Go and skydiving, baby.
58% of the vote, Lisa, says you have to skydive into your wedding. Looks like you're getting your Temu dress. You're getting the Sockwich & Co. rings.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Josh, if you know, why don't you reveal what are we doing for your Bucks night?
We're doing a car wash.
We are.
Let's find out what's happening with your hens party. We are going cowgirl line dancing. Josh, did you want to come? Because Lisa told us you're an amazing dancer.
Yeah, not quite. That's what she says.
We have asked everybody to vote overnight for the outfits that the guests will be wearing to the wedding.
I was all over the place with that one, to be honest. My best friend, Louise, died suddenly in her sleep after giving birth.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God.
And she was absolutely obsessed with Disney, so it's like a sign if it gets it.
The Disney characters came in with 38%. It's Disney, Lisa.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Louise is still going to be there with us.
Yeah.
We had absolutely no idea.
46% to a cake baked by Ben Cousins.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
We are about to reveal what WA have voted for me to wear as the celebrant.
You are going to be in a balloon.
No, really?
You're going to be in a balloon dress.
The Year 5 rock band Broken Silence have taken 47% of the vote. On your wedding day, you will be walking down the aisle to one of the 3 songs they know.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Josh, you are going as the devil. And we're about to find out what Lisa will be carrying down the aisle as her bouquet. You're carrying the broccoli. The woman just wanted a hot chook in a bag. We're about to vote on where you're going to do your honeymoon. Singapore.
Oh my goodness. Josh got off his seat just then.
Good morning. Here we are for the wedding of the year.
WA, you voted for the bride to start her morning by skydiving into the venue. How are you this morning? It's your wedding day. Are you particularly nervous? Because you normally come in giggly and chatty. There's that laugh.
So nervous.
Lisa, are you ready to jump? This is it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Go, Lisa!
I can't believe it.
Lisa, tell me how you feeling.
Oh my goodness. That was the best thing ever.
Lisa, when I met you, I never thought such a beautiful woman would step into my life and love me like the way you did and take the broken me as I was. With the way you looked at me and the way you made me feel, I've never felt like that way in my life. You still make me feel that way every day. I'll always be there for you and the kids for the rest of our lives, and we'll stick by your side through anything that comes our way. I love you forever, Lisa.
Josh, thank you for not getting cold feet. When we first met, we both were not ready for what we found in each other. 2 broken souls wanting to feel whole again. You love me for me. I get to look after you, care for you, fall deeper in love with you every day. I get to grow old with you, laugh with you and cry with you, and promise to always grow and learn with you and never give up. I am and will forever be your Lisa.
Josh and Lisa, by the powers vested in me as an authorised marriage celebrant, I now officially declare Josh and Lisa to be husband and wife. Josh, you can kiss your bride.
You can kiss your bride again
Romance.
for the 17th time on that morning.
Hey, I told them that they were allowed to kiss as soon as they saw each other because there's no rules and there were no adults around to tell us otherwise.
Oh, there are plenty of adults around, like an adult show in there between these two.
They're so in love. They've just been sitting outside the studio here listening to that whole thing. Lisa was crying before it started.
I know. Isn't it wild? We got to get them in. Got to get them in. Oh, by the way, you have to see the pictures and the videos of the morning.
It looks great.
Absolutely stunning. You can see them on Pete and Kimber Ben on Instagram, right? So go and check that out, and Facebook as well.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins presents The Wedding You Built.
It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Lisa and Josh, they got married a whole week ago and they're back. Good morning.
Morning. How are you? Oh, we're very well. First question, still together?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, great.
Has it been a pretty quiet week? I mean, your lives it was quite a whirlwind for about 4 weeks there where you suddenly said, oh, yeah, we'd like to be married, we said, you're our chosen couple, and then WA threw all of their wedding dreams at you. And then it just happened, and now, what are you doing with yourselves?
Show must go on. We're literally, we've got to get kids to school, kids to work. Our sister, yeah, I can say that now. She's about to drop her baby, so yes, full on, just full steam ahead.
Have a baby. She's going
to have a baby.
It goes back to normal very quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does,
When my wife and I got married, we were stunned at how there was like this lead up, and you guys had the lead up of the century. Having it played out on a radio station, all that sort of stuff, and the things that you had to do on the day. But there's this incredible lead up where it feels like you're climbing this mountain, and then all of a sudden the day happens. It goes by like a whirlwind, and then
back to work next day.
you're like the day after. You're like, okay, back to normal. But what did you guys do after the wedding? So we sort of wrapped things up around about 9, and then the rest of the day was yours. Like, what happened afterwards?
I came home and made a lasagna.
We started doing the washing. We started making lasagna.
I have kids to feed.
Let's not forget.
There was a lot to do.
Your morning started with a skydive, which was not standard. You have you have a skydiving morning into your wedding, which was absolutely off the charts, and then I just came for a lasagna. Just pop on a movie, just watch 27 Dresses or something.
That would have been good, actually. Why didn't we do that?
Here we go. Is this the first we're married argument?
No way.
Well, we're so thrilled. Did it work out the way you'd hoped?
Yes,
it was
100%.
everything and more.
Yeah.
It literally was anything.
It was absolutely
more.
fantastic. Yeah.
Have you been through the pictures and the videos of the? Surely you would have been through the pics and the vids of the day.
Yeah, we're just getting through them. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of them.
The videos are amazing.
Aren't they just?
They're just really good.
Does it blow your hair back to see the people, your guests, and the way they were dressed? Kimber and I were talking to each other about this all morning. They showed up. In terms of Disney characters, that's what WA voted for them to be in. They were dressed to the nines as Disney characters. It was incredible to see.
Yeah, they did. They made so much effort for us.
Oh, we're so happy for you guys. No, you're finishing each other's sentences because you're married now.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Have you guys learned anything about each other since you've been married that you didn't know before? Or?
Not really.
No, I knew everything.
Not yet.
Geez, I wonder why we did the wedding at all sometimes, really.
No, it was everything we needed it to be.
No,
it was
honestly,
magical.
Yep.
No, I knew everything about him before we even decided to get married. That's why we got married.
Yeah.
I needed to make an apology, by the way, because I was running around chasing Kimber, who was dressed in the balloon dress with a safety pin and popping balloons, and
Which
I didn't
seemed
realise.
like a really great idea at the time.
I didn't realise there was
It was a good idea.
someone, family member or friend who had a real phobia of balloons popping.
We didn't know either.
Wow.
No. So thanks for that anxiety attack that you induced on the day, Pete, by chasing me with a safety pin.
Like it was at the beginning of the day. And
she
then
did recover, which is
great.
great.
Yeah,
She's
she all right? She's good.
She's okay.
Fantastic. Oh, guys, it warms our heart, honestly. We absolutely love doing this, but even better when, we can just see that it just went so well. So thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for playing your part in it, and we're just so glad that we could get you guys married. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing everything you did, and it's been a fantastic experience.
Pleasure.
Oh, good. And you can still come back and visit. We know this is the hard part because we become so close during this journey, and then we send you on your way to live your lives again.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all right. I'll come bring you some cakes. I'm getting back into it now.
Fantastic.
Just getting into cake making. Speaking my language.
Any plans for a seventh kid? Have we started trying yet?
How long have we been on this show together? And I've said to you, please don't ever ask women that question.
No,
I'm not asking. I'm not asking Lisa. I'm asking Josh.
Ever ask anyone that question?
I'm asking Josh.
You are never prepared for the results, my friend. Don't ask
I
the question.
actually was dreading that question
Were you really?
the whole way through.
As are everyone ever on the planet, Pete.
It's okay. You don't have to answer that
I
question.
can answer it. I don't mind if you want me to.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Oh.
I had cervical cancer and I had a hysterectomy.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Scarlett wasn't even meant to be here.
Yep.
Wow.
I got
My
told,
goodness.
Yeah, I got told that I couldn't fall pregnant again. So,
yeah,
when I went
You
in
were
for-
blessed with Scarlett.
when I went in for my hysterectomy, they told me I couldn't have it because I was pregnant with Scarlett. And
That is incredible.
she was my baby girl, so it was meant to be.
But see, Pete, may I reiterate?
Yeah.
This is why you do not ask anyone that question.
I was literally
Right?
Can you,
the whole
can
way
you
through
just
this
look?
process.
Can you just look out to the window where our producers are, and look at Rami? And just Rami, do you want to just out yourself in terms of what you just buzzed into my
so
ear?
sorry. I got in his ear and I said to ask the question. I feel really bad.
Hey, do you know what? It is completely fine because we have talked about it before. And that although I can't carry a child, if we ever wanted to adopt, I've always wanted to be a foster mum.
Yeah.
So there's so many kids out there that need a loving family, and we 100% have that, although we can't have our own.
Yeah.
That's
doesn't mean we
stunning.
can't have another child one day if
Yeah.
we want to. But, I mean, we've got 6 at the moment and fur children, so...
Stop showing off. Pete's already struggling with his 3.
Conversation for another time, guys. Hey, listen, all the best to you. For those of you listening, please go to Pete Kimber Ben on Instagram and go and see the pictures and the videos from the day. But we know we're going to keep in touch. We love you guys. So thanks so much for being a part of it.
Thank you.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
How many tickets do you want to Friday's Live? That's up to you. On Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
I'm a
Ticket Hog.
We had 8 tickets to go to Friday's Live to this amazing gig, and we were like, how are we going to give these away? And we thought it would be a great idea to create a ticket hog. And then we found Tanya. So we said, Tanya, you're our ticket hog. We're going to give you all 8 tickets. You can keep every single one of them and go to the gig with you and your friends. Or throughout the week, people are going to call up and they're going to try and convince you to give them some of your tickets. And it's up to you. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Tanya, we're 2 days in. This is day 3. First day, someone gave a very sad story and you said, no, I'm keeping the tickets. It's mine. Yesterday, we went into the day with 8 tickets and we got a phone call from Christy. And Christy managed to get you to give up 2 tickets because you were very sympathetic to her situation.
Because it's a situation that you share. Your mother has Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And she related to that in the story that she told. Now, let's take a listen to this.
Hi, Tanya. My name's Christy, and your story yesterday really struck a chord with me. My dad's been in Hollywood private hospital for, probably like 4 or 5 years now. He also has Alzheimer's.
Aww.
And it's been a really, really tough journey for me. So I can really understand where you're coming from.
Oh, wow. Okay. What are you thinking, Tanya?
Look, Christy, I'm going to give you 2 tickets to go to Friday's Live.
Oh, yay!
Thank you.
Oh, Christy, our hearts are breaking for you. We're so sorry you're dealing with that.
Hey, Christy, I got to ask, are you telling the truth, Christy?
I feel I'm the biggest hole in WA right now.
Oh, my God.
Christy,
it's not true.
I have a very close friend that has Alzheimer's, though, so it's only a half-truth.
Whoa! Oh, I did not see that coming.
Oh,
My God.
God.
Okay, Tanya.
What the hell?
What are you feeling? It had the whole town talking.
It was the first thing my wife said to me when I walked through the door. She was
Yep.
like, oh, my God.
My partner too. We couldn't believe it.
So 24 hours to bake on it. How are you feeling today off the back of that yesterday?
Yeah. Don't really know how to explain it, actually.
Right.
Still struggling with
Still
it.
struggling with it.
I mean, we had a chat off air yesterday and you did say, look, I get it. This is a game. It's a game. And if this is
Absolutely.
like you were watching a game of Survivor, there are plenty of people who make a lead, an alliance and then break it.
100%.
And they'll lie about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it is part of the game, but it just felt very raw for you.
It did. I guess there's lying and then there's lying.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, we had Christy on the phone and she wanted to apologise. Would you be happy to take the call and hear the apology?
Yep.
Okay.
Through gritted teeth.
Yes.
Hello. Hi, Christy.
Hi, how you doing?
Mate.
Christy, welcome back to the show. We understand you had a big day yesterday too.
Oh, holy moly, yes, I did. As soon as I hung up the phone, because I just felt like I was kind of just drifting along with the excitement of Pitbull tickets. And then as soon as I hung up the phone, I felt awful, like that pit of your stomach, cringe level, what did I just do kind of feeling. And to Tanya and to everybody that has a loved one with Alzheimer's, I'm truly sorry for any pain caused. Everything you guys do is absolutely commendable, and I am truly sorry.
Oh, thank you for that.
All right, now, Christy, I have to ask.
Thanks, Christy.
Are you lying or telling the truth?
I really appreciate, Christy, that you have confronted that and been honest about it, because I understand the idea of going, I got excited and I got carried away with it and we were on air live.
It happens.
And you know, and then afterwards going, oh, no. Like, I appreciate you owning up to it.
So
all day at work, and I relayed my story to my co-workers, and just their blank look of like, oh my God.
You're like, I'm a monster.
I'm a monster.
Do you want to give back the tickets though, Christy?
It's Pitbull. Pitbull's my husband, all right?
It is Pitbull. It is Pitbull. I get that. All right, look, we won't put you through any more, Christy, but...
I understand. You can feel both
mate.
at the same time. You can feel genuine remorse and also still feel excitement about going to see Pitbull
and my mum told me, do not give those tickets to anyone.
Oh, wow, Mama.
All right, Mum.
Mama is ruthless. Okay, all right, Christy, look, good on you for wanting to come back on and give that apology. That's a big thing to do. So enjoy the tickets, all right? You've got them.
Thank you. And Tanya, all my love to you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks.
Now, the bad news is Christy has not apologised to the rest of WA for possibly preventing Tanya from giving away any more tickets, because Tanya doesn't trust anyone now.
That's right. So all we can do is bring in our next person to try and convince you to give them a double pass and say hello to Renae. Good morning, Renae.
Good morning. Hi, Tanya.
Good morning.
Good luck, Renae. But look, we know you obviously want tickets to Friday's Live. Who doesn't? They are the hottest tickets in town. But please, you have the stage here with Tanya. Try and convince Tanya to give you a couple of tickets.
All right. Well, I live in a remote country town. I don't get the opportunity for events like this. I'm a big fan of Mariah Carey and Pitbull. I only want 2 tickets, and I'm not lying. My sister's been through a really hard year, going through divorce, losing friends because of it, and I'd really love the opportunity to take her out for a night to remember and for me to remember as well. And I'm running late for a work meeting to take this call. Just to add that in there.
So you're not getting a lot of Pitbulls and Mariah Carey tours to your country town where you are, Renae?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just one guy at the pub with a mouth organ.
Yeah. It's true.
All right. Well, it's over to you, Tanya. Ultimately, it's your decision. So
Yes, yep.
You've still got 6 tickets remaining.
Yep.
Yep. So it's completely up to you as to whether or not you'd like to give a double pass to Renae.
I like Renae's very sincere approach.
Yes.
She hasn't overcooked it. She's just gone in for the truth and
if it is a
Well, so
lie,
we think.
it's a bit of a nicer lie.
Yeah. If it's a lie, I feel that she's underplayed it compared to yesterday's Oscar performance.
All right. So, Tanya, what are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I'm not giving tickets away today. Sorry, Renae.
I understand.
Thanks, Renae. I think it was tough. Everyone was up against it today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Are you sure you don't want a bit more time to think about it?
No, I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's just that this is the thing because Tanya's got her friends too.
Yeah.
She can take her mates.
Yeah. I think it's got nothing to do with you taking your mates. But
Hey, if Tanya, our ticket hog, wants to hog the tickets because she feels a bit burned by yesterday, that's okay.
well, here's the
It's
thing,
her
right?
right.
So you've got 6 tickets still.
Yep.
Okay. You have one more day of coming in, right? So that also means to you listening tomorrow from 7:30, your next and final chance to try and convince Tanya the ticket hog to give you one of her double passes, all right?
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. He is here.
My mate once caught a fish this big.
Yeah, well, my mate once caught a fish this big.
Yeah, well, my mate Ben Cousins once saw a guy walk into a pub in Broome covered in blood after fighting a crocodile. Here's Ben Cousins.
Welcome, Ben.
Yeah.
That story
That
is
a
not
funny intro. That story, yeah.
It's not apropos of nothing.
No, it's not.
That story is an actual story that came up on air this week.
Yeah, because a couple of days ago we were doing one of our segments, which is called What Happens Next, where we play a little bit of audio of something that has happened. This was that bit of audio.
A man in Australia was drunk and decided to ride a crocodile. Locals tried to stop him entering the enclosure. What happens next?
And this is what happened next.
He jumped in anyway and got bitten badly on the leg. He survived, barely, and sued the zoo for not warning him better. The zoo now has a sign that reads, "Do not ride the crocodiles."
Now, shortly after that was revealed, Ben, you had this look on your face that was like, oh my God, I think I was there.
I
started
really
probing.
did. I really did.
Because we asked producer Brooke, who found the audio, we were like, what year was it? She said 2010. This guy, Michael Newman, he jumped in, he wrestled the croc, and Ben says, I remember being at the pub when a guy came in, bloodied across the face like something had happened to him. And Brooke says that's exactly what happened. The guy went into the local pub. It happened in Broome.
We have audio.
He was leaking claret everywhere. I remember that.
All over the place. We have audio of this man. His name is Michael Newman. This was him telling the story to Channel 9.
I was there within a second. The whole body weight, everything come out. It was like, and it started making a noise like a really growling noise.
Like
and
a
I
pig.
thought to myself, well, I'll jump the fence and go from behind its tail and pat it and sit on its back. I'm holding onto the fence while he had my leg. And I said, too soon, let me go, let me go. I'd open his mouth and let me go. I went halfway and I had to lay down on the ground because each step I took, I could feel the crushing inside of my kneecap. The bones were like just rubbing and crushing together. But I'll tell you what, it happened that quick and, well, I won't be going back near an alligator again, put it that way, never again.
Michael Newman, you're a loose unit.
Loose unit. Now, does his voice ring a bell?
What's this? Listen,
Ben.
even his voice sounds that. Even his voice, I don't know.
Look, you investigated yesterday. You said, I'm so convinced I was in the pub at the time when this happened that you text a friend who you thought might be able to clarify because he was with you that night. So, Ben, did you find out, were you there at the Broome pub that night when Michael Newman came in after being eaten by a crocodile?
No, I wasn't. Well, even after hearing the audio, I'm still even more confused because he did sound familiar. But
So you are convinced that you were there in the pub that night when a guy came in covered in blood, saying he had wrestled a crocodile.
Oh,
or
and I
something.
remember it. I sort of remember that part very vividly.
You sure
and
he
talking
wasn't
to
just
the
in
guy.
a car park fight?
I did ask Brooke yesterday about what the name of the crocodile was because I'm convinced that this guy that I was talking to had been bitten by a crocodile called Moonshine, I think.
Right.
Moonshine.
Well, this crocodile's called Fatso.
Yeah, well, that's right. So that sort of threw me a little bit. But I did track my friend down. He didn't get back to me when I texted him. I eventually called him sort of late last night, and
here we are.
He didn't.
No
he
further down the
didn't
track.
really know what I was talking about. So it was some time ago. Did have a habit of getting away from us at times, particularly at the Divers Tavern. So maybe.
I'll bet. All right, mate.
Unfortunately,
It's good
sorry
to know we're
about
no
that.
further than we were 2 days
Sorry
ago.
about
That's
that.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Time for a round of Junior Journos.
What's a Junior Journo?
Now, this is while you were away, right? We brought this here, and Junior Journos are the cutest little journalist kids who ask Ben Cousins a whole host of questions.
Oh, okay.
Right, and he has to answer them. Now, we never know what these kids... The hard-hitting questions.
Oh, I can imagine. They're Caroline Wilson.
Absolutely. Now, we've got a couple here ready to go, but I was told, Ben, that you had one sent directly to you. Is that right?
I did.
What was that one?
Well, it was last night. I was talking to my friend. He was on the way home with his boy Hunter on his way home from basketball. was talking to him about how he went. He's a good little basketballer, but we hung up after the conversation. Then I got a text from my mate. It's just one of those funny texts, and it illustrates about kids, you know. What does he say here? He said...
It's all right, mate. Just when you're ready to find a text message.
Was this questions without notice? Or
Yeah,
what?
no, sorry. Here, he said, I'm just here with Hunter. Give me 1 second.
That's all right.
He said, "Why?" He said, "He's just asked why you don't have a girlfriend."
Why don't you?
Yeah, he said you should. You did win the Brownlow.
Oh, right.
Is that all it takes to get the babes?
But I texted him back and said, mate, I was just sitting on the couch thinking the exact same thing, mate.
Were you really? Is that right?
Sorry.
Hey, mate, here's one I prepared earlier. No, this is Grace. Grace has a question for you as well. Have a listen to this.
Hi, Benny. My question is, what street do you live on?
I love it. I do love it.
You don't have to reveal that one, mate.
Give her a really big street like St George's, Terry.
Yeah. That's funny.
Here's another one from Chloe.
What is the best piece of advice you could give to other young kids that are wanting to become a football player?
Oh, well, the harder I work, the luckier you seem to get.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it's
not like it's hard work.
Yeah. Yeah. Get out there, go and kick the footy, go and train, do all the things. That's life really though, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. So Junior Journos, that's what it is. So if you've got a kid there who would love to ask Ben Cousins a question, you just get him to record it and send it through to us. You can send it to peteandkimber.com.au or fire it on through our DMs and we'll get it.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
We, a couple of days ago, Benny, when we had you in here.
Benny Winnie.
Benny
Benny Winnie had Benny Winnie.
You can call me that.
You my little,
Only you, Pete.
my little Benny Winnie. Look at me when I do it. Benny Winnie. We had a phone call from a listener by the name of Tony, and Tony's told us a story. Right, now we're going to play some of the Tony phone call back here. Have a listen.
And also,
there's an also.
Ben Cousins, when you first started playing footy, came to the vault, and I had to remove him because he was drinking on the dance floor.
On the bar
and
or
as
on the bar?
As I was walking him out, people were going, "You can't throw him out. That's Ben." I went, "I don't know who he is."
It doesn't sound like me. Yeah. That whole thing, you can't throw him out. It's done a 180, you know. Because it's Ben now, it is you've got to throw him out. That's Ben.
It's compulsory. We never even let you in the first place.
Now, what blew us away was that was just one. That morning, right, I
have heard this. This is no good.
We were inundated with people calling up wanting to talk about one of the times that they have crossed paths with you.
Oh.
Right.
But to be fair,
I thought it was going to be the different reasons why they've thrown me out of places.
and you know what? We would have had enough for those calls as well because there were plenty of them.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
funny.
people would remember. They would have thrown out plenty of other people from bars, but because you're Ben Cousins, they recall it.
Yeah.
So we're giving you the chance to recall it with us.
Yeah.
13 10 60.
Michelle, hi.
Hi, morning.
Hi, Michelle. What's your
good
interaction
morning.
with Ben Cousins?
Well, I have a good one, I think. So back in the early 2000s, I worked at a place called Pure and Natural at Carousel, and it was all like health foodie stuff. And Ben came up and was spinning out that we had a healthy chocolate cake. He was like, "Nah, that can't be." And I'm like, yeah. And it had like beetroot in it to give it like depth of colour and stuff. And he was just tripping out that there was such a thing as a healthy chocolate cake.
I would have been excited about that.
The funniest thing is, Michelle,
so
literally
funny.
off air, we just spent the last 3 minutes of that Green Day song talking about beetroot salad.
No
And
kidding.
how much Ben likes this beetroot salad. And she's just pointed out the
Yes, I
beetroot in the
was.
cake.
That is uncanny.
There you go.
All right.
Amazing.
Having
Kat-
gotten to know you, though, I could picture that.
Kat, what was your interaction with Ben Cousins?
Oh, me?
Yeah, your cat, are you?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. You're telling the story.
So, many years ago when the Eagles got into the grand final, I had the privilege of being able to go to the Brownlow medal meal that they had here in Perth for them before they flew over east. And I was in seventh heaven. All the boys were there, Woosha, Ben, Juddy, Cox, everyone. And I went up to Ben and asked for a photo. And he says, yeah, sure. So I got into photo. And I said, can I put my arm around you? He goes, yeah, sure. So I grabbed him around the waist, tucked into him, and it is my prized possession. He was one of the sweetest, chattiest, such a lovely young man.
Oh,
and if I was
thank
20
you.
years older, I would have grabbed him and run off with him.
Oh, I was about to praise you for the consent that you threw in there, Kat, saying, can I please put my arm around you?
Yeah.
Next minute, she's dragging you by the hair off to her cave.
I love a cuddle.
Yeah, you do love a cuddle. All right, Julie, what's your Ben Cousins interaction?
Hi, guys. My youngest son, huge, to this day, Eagles fan. He was very young, probably 7 or 8. There was a special poster released, and there was only about 4 or 5 players on, like Juddy, Cuz, I think Kerr, can't remember the other 2. And it was his prized possession, and he had all the signatures except Ben's. So we went to a training session, opening session and that, and had his poster, and there was Ben. So as he's coming off the field, Josh asked him for a signature, and he refused.
Oh,
what?
Must have been a bad game, was it?
No, it was a training session.
Oh, training.
And then we actually got to go to another one. So Josh thought, no, I'll give him another chance, and took his poster back. Same thing again. He was absolutely gutted.
way.
And you know, it's tough because I reckon if you went up to most people on their general work day and said, hey, is there a chance I could just, most people would go, no, I'm busy, thank you very much. But when you're Ben Cousins, people don't let you forget.
I haven't done that much in my life, really. But
Just twice for Josh.
But you've got me twice on those.
Got you twice on a bad day, Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't interrupt the training for the signature. We waited till you were coming off the field.
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
Have we got any more posters of Ben? Have we got any
it's
more?
probably too late now.
Producers, we've got posters. I'll tell you what, Julie, I'm going to get a poster signed.
She won't want that one.
And I'm going to give it to your Joshy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's 29 now, so I'm sure he'll appreciate
Well,
it.
he's waited a long time for it.
He has,
He'll
Kimbo,
go
he
and
has.
stick that poster. That's what he'll say. Stick that poster, you know where.
Well, it's darts practice. Whatever he wants it for, it's his.
Dave, dare we ask, what is your Ben Cousins interaction?
Look, I used to have a radio show in Melbourne, and
behave.
And Ben had he'd come to Richmond from the West Coast Eagles. He was meant to be on our show one day, but he'd missed training for the Tigers because apparently he'd been asleep for 2 days, and I thought there's no way he's going to get to our radio show. But he was there on time, smiling, no worries. What a bloody legend.
Oh, my God.
I got there. That's
Husey. Hello, Husey.
Oh, I love you guys, and, you know, I love Ben. You know what Ben did say to me back then? I said, how do you keep your body looking so good? He said, I don't eat bread, man. Bread's the enemy. And you know what, Ben, I've given up bread, 15 years later, and now I've got abs, man. I should have listened to you back then, buddy.
Legit.
Good on you, Husey.
I'd
Good
still
times
choose
on
the bread.
Yeah, we had some fun. Loved it.
We did have some fun. Mate. What a bloody legend. God, I love him.
Thanks,
I love
Husey.
that man.
Yeah.
All right, good on you, Dave. It's nice to hear from you,
I
brother.
use judges to talk about Ben Cousins. That's all I do.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything you need to plug, or is this just a freebie?
Oh, well, I am at the Astor Theatre later in the year, but so check it out, davehughes.com.au. Free tickets if you're a legend and you've got abs.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. Save up to 50% off roller blinds, sheer curtains and vertishears at ABC Blinds mid-year makeover sale. Book a free measure and quote at abcblinds.com.au.